How you doing, UIG? My name is ScannerBarkley and you are watching episode 2 of Battlefield 3 Beast Guns. Today's weapon of choice is the MTAR-21 for the Engineer kit. It's unlockable from the Back to Karkin DLC and involves a quite annoying debot kill, but if you're willing to see that out, you get yourself a very respectable, worthwhile carbine. It has a firing rate of 900 rounds per minute, a bullet speed of 570 meters per second, which combine to make it one of the most vicious carbines going. Both of those are the highest rates available in each class for the Engineer. It's got a damage profile as per carbines. It's 25 damage out to 8 meters, and that drops off to 14.3 out to 50 meters. The reload on it is quite long. It's got a 3-second reload with one in the clip. It's got a 3.3-second reload with an empty clip. The recoil is 0.3 up, 0.25 to the left and 0.5 to the right, so it does drag to the right just a little bit by comparison. The hip fire accuracy on it, because it's bullpup design though, is very respectable and is right up there at top of the class for engineers. So, the MTAR, what is it good for? Everything, killing people mostly, which is nice given the first person shooter nature of the game, but it definitely excels in close quarters combat, and if you have a heavy barrel on there, up to medium range. It is definitely not a long range weapon, but depending on the map and the modes, and generally speaking, the role of an engineer isn't really long range combat. I find when I'm engineering, I'm either trying to keep our tanks alive or destroy enemy tanks, and that can involve an awful lot of people zerging on your position. If you're trying to sit there and rocket an enemy tank, you're leaving a smoke trail the whole way to where you are, and you will have guys following that back trying to kill you and protect their tank. If you're trying to rep your tank, what can happen a lot of the time is you'll be dealing with guys coming up to try and C4 it. I love being a gunner in a tank armed with an MTAR, and anyone who makes it past the main tank, you just pop out and you've got an MTAR and they've probably got a poorly situationalized weapon for up close. So it really does help. The MTAR also excels in back rage situations where you can get round the back of 2, 3 or 4 enemies and you can drop them all in one clip firing from the hip without too much bother. It really is just a very nasty gun. I love to use it on defense on rush, because my defensive tactic on rush is normally to hang pretty close to the MCOMs. And that's just how I like to operate. I know people are going to go there, and I know I'll get to kill people if I hang around. So that, generally speaking, is going to fall into a short or medium range engagement, and I normally have the upper hand due to the gun that I'm actually using. If you keep an eye on your reloads, don't get caught out and caught on the hop. You know, the longer reload isn't really a problem, and if you do find yourself running out of shots, you can simply switch to your sidearm. So that's about it for the MTAR. Really, it is quite situational, but it is absolutely fantastic within those situations. So close quarters, medium range engagements, I like to run it with the Havoc, with the heavy barrel, and every now and then I'll put on the laser sight just in case I think there's going to be a lot of medium range or short range engagements and other people will have equipped similarly to me. I want that little bit of an advantage. So that's it for this episode of Beast Guns. If you have the MTAR and haven't been using it, I strongly suggest you give it a try. If you haven't even unlocked it yet, I strongly suggest getting to grips with the EO debot. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching and all the best.